Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
Hi, I'm Cole, and I'm playing Olaroon Dawnseeker, the ASMR Paladin Hexblade Warlock good boy who doesn't want his friends to die.
I'm Megan. I'm playing Sarai Landir, the Eladrin Glamour Bard, who's ambivalent about her friends dying. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Thousand Fahrenheit. I play the half-orc tiefling forge cleric, overprotective boyfriend, making sure that his elf girlfriend doesn't fucking die.
And I'm Kez, and I'm playing Treasure Glitterhoof. And I've clearly got this. I don't got this.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. We were off last week, so we are happy to be back. Couple of quick things before we jump into tonight's adventure. Tomorrow night, we are going to be running a different game. We're going to be running Scum and Villainy, which is a Blades in the Dark sci-fi hack. So we should be playing, I believe we're going to be playing in the Star Wars universe, in the era of the Old Republic, which is from the BioWare MMORPG, a great game. So we're going to be playing around in that. We're going to give that a try. You're also going to note that throughout December, we're going to be trying some different games, different weeks and things like that. We're going to be testing stuff out for the coming year and for our wrap-up. So, wrapping up this year. That's sort of the big announcement. Does anybody else have something that they want to share?
Yeah, I'll shout out Junk Drawer real quick.
Please do.
We have actually on hiatus for the past month, just because all of us have been either traveling for holidays and whatnot, obviously safely. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing live streaming. However, if you want to watch us on YouTube and you want to catch the Star Trek show tomorrow at Random Encounters, you can check us out at the Junk Drawer Show on YouTube. On Thursdays is when we'll drop that episode. Awesome. And we've actually all been working on backstory and stuff. So we're going to actually not only drop campaign stuff, but we're trying to do little like snippets into each character's backstory and whatnot. So that's all fun. And we're looking at different like probably video games, because I think they did oh god, I forgot the name of that game, the one that you're like running as a bean. We did that a couple times.
Among Us?
No, the other one that's like you have like a bunch of people and you're pushing them off into like oblivion and you're trying to be the last one standing.
Fall Guys.
That one. So we did Fall Guys. We talked about doing it Among Us. We're just trying to figure out how to do it all. But but regardless, going back from my sidetrack, check us out. If not here tomorrow, if not live tomorrow, then Thursday on YouTube.
Sounds good. Anything else? Going once, going twice, and here we go. Well, let us get into our adventure, shall we? Our adventure takes place in the lands of Lickdracht. They are lands of myth, of legend, lands bereft of gods. And our heroes are members of the Magnus Exploratorium, a school dedicated to archaeology and anthropology, discovering the secrets of this bold new continent. And currently, they're on a vast trek west, seeking out a mythical place known as the Forge. They've departed from the rest of their caravan and traveled a little bit further to the south, and they are about to venture out towards a place known as Velxer's Teeth as part of a coordinated effort with the rest of their party to reclaim, or technically claim, I suppose, for Olaroon, a mythic weapon known as Dawnbringer, one of the arms of the Fated. If you don't know how that went, go ahead and check out that episode. But we're going to pick up...
Shenanigans ensue.
Shenanigans often and always ensue. So we're going to pick up with our team. You guys do have the same last-minute preparations that you can make before you begin to venture out. What if anything, would you guys like to do?
I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but I'm going to add my Blessing of the Forge to Treasure's armor.
Okay.
So it's a +1 bonus to your AC.
Sounds good. Anything else?
I would like to pick up a cheap set of dragon dice and cards.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. I think they have the pricing for those in the player's handbook, so you can go ahead and grab as much of that as you can afford or want to buy. Definitely go ahead. Oh, that's where I need to be looking. Sorry, I'm looking for something. What else, if anything?
And a pair of like opera-length leather gloves.
Okay. Opera-length leather gloves. Got it. No problem.
I will be fervently praying to Zothis that we all don't die.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, if that is...
Did
I apologize.
Oh.
Was there anything else?
everyone everyone freeze?
No. Not that I see. Just you, Cole. You're the one that's frozen.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna disconnect and come back in because you're all freezing for me, so it's probably me.
It is you. There I am.
He went to
Now
go
that
pray to
it's gone.
Zothis.
We're giving up this quest, right? Now that Olarune's out, we're everybody's abandoning
Oh, hell yeah. It was his idea. Let's get the hell out of here.
what he wants to do.
Oh, I see how it is. Yeah, I have a couple of small technical issues. You just want to kick me off to the side.
Fuck this shit out of.
No.
He was just praying to Zothis. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
What? What?
Yeah.
Really? I'll deal with that later. Okay, this is what I want to see. I want to see this map so I can count the days. With no further preparation seemingly needed, you guys are setting out from Vlodensrabbit. You begin your trek across the Great Bridge, the southern bridge, across the Blood Gulch River. And you continue with your team for another 1, 2, 3, 4-ish days. And then you're going to raft the next 4 down around to the Lake of Velxer. As you guys are proceeding that direction, have you brought any of your friends and or allies with you? The other team had Athel go with them. I didn't. You do not have to, but I would like to establish whether or not you did now. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Did we want to bring Screebers as a danger canary?
Oh. He'd be gone already. We know.
Screamers wouldn't even walk in. We know that. Like, Screamers would have been like, no, hard pass.
It's funny because he was the first person I thought too, and I was like, nah.
As much as I want to see Screebers v. Beholder, no.
We could sell that. We could sell it on pay-per-view. It'd probably do as well as Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. did.
No, it wasn't a fight. It was an exhibition.
Tell that to Nate Robinson.
So no, Cody. The answer is no.
Got it. Sounds good. Sounds very good. So you guys leave your carts at the end of the 4th day, and this is about the time that you split up with the rest of your team. The rest of your team has a very difficult 3-4 day ascent up the back of Velxer's teeth. Feeling super good about the connections happening so far. Up Velxer's teeth. You guys know it is dangerous, and even just seeing it in passing, it is less mountains, more, it looks like wicked shredding shoals of obsidian glass. It's if you've ever seen the type of rocks that give sailors pause at low tide, it is like a full mountain of those. Yes.
You know that one zone in Outland that you have to fly over because it's all jagged? Yeah. It's just that, it's just needles?
Similar, yeah. It is a porcupine of a couple of mountains, with all those needles just poking up along the back of it. And that is what your friends are going to be attempting to climb. So you leave them. You guys hide your wagons and your carts as best as you can, and you get into, I'm going to say, probably some rowboats, some little canoes that you had bought and or prepared. I'll give you a cost for those later on. I trust that you guys have the money to buy that. That's not terribly expensive. I know your funds are running low, but that much I think you can swing. And you descend down the river. The river travels much faster than your friends are going to. So you're going to cover the ground in about a day that they're going to need 3 days to do. So is there anything in those 2 extra days that you have? You guys have coordinated when everybody's going in, right? You guys have a system. Yeah, you've synchronized your watches. All of that. Is there any other things you would like to do in the meantime?
Probably plan. Like, honestly, we need to go in there. Normally, I don't care. I go in there doing whatever I want. But, this is a beholder. This is just that much more dangerous than some of the stuff that we've come across. We should probably talk about it.
You guys have been warned that before you even meet Velxer, you will probably meet resistance. You should expect to have to fight through at least his vanguard of either stone giants or trolls. Athel has given you that warning. It is a known ploy of Velxer's. The way Athel put it was, Velxer is a sporting beholder. He likes his guests to feel like they're making progress, earning their way inside. So he won't simply open the door for you. But I don't suspect that will be a terribly difficult fight. At least not for skilled individuals such as yourselves.
Well, going on Athel's note that he's sporting, I'm going to throw this out and hear me out, because I can already hear every single one of you, Treasure's talking to all of them, that you're going to think this is a bad idea. And honestly, it is. But I can't come up with a better one. He's got a key that we need, right? Wears it around his neck. Well, we're going to loosely use the term neck, because this is a beholder. Let's challenge him to a game of strip poker.
That seems like an interesting idea. However, that backfires on us if we lose. We would have to take off.
If I lose, he's getting a chainmail bra. I only have to win 1 round to get a key.
What's to say that he'll accept?
You said he's sporting. It's worth a shot.
Olaroon is sitting in the corner, just doing this, but also contemplating what that would be like.
It's actually not a bad idea. I'm at a loss. I know how to distract him and how to relatively keep us safe, but I don't know how to just ask him to give us the key. I don't know enough about him, but knowing that he's sporting, it's not the worst idea.
We don't ask. We simply win. Which seems to be, at least from what I understand, something he would go for. We didn't ask for it. We won it in a fair game.
And if he says no, then what?
Well, I don't got a plan B. You're lucky I have that much.
Well, the beholder, the magical effects is it? I don't know much about them, but do you think that the magical effects are not available for us if he's looking at us, or like what if he's blinded? Like, if he's blinded, would the anti-magic thing that he does work?
How are you suggesting we blind him, though?
I have a spell called blindness.
But you can't cast it at him because of his anti-magic stuff.
Only if I'm in front of him.
Can we kick up a whole lot of dirt?
Question: did I get the ever-smoking bottle from Tower Off?
They did not use it on their adventure, so I am okay with saying yes.
Okay, excellent.
What's that?
It's our escape plan.
So the whole point of us being here is to distract him so that they could go in and get the sword, right?
Yes.
The key is the payment that you promised to Offal for the information he gave you, right?
Yes.
So it's sort of an ancillary project. I'm not saying that we shouldn't get it, but push comes to shove, we get out of there and the key can just stay where it is.
And we can try and get it another day if necessary.
Well, I would assume that he would be prepared for that, though. If we've already come back once and we don't come out.
Oh no! I'm saying when we are significantly more accomplished, that we come back and get that key.
After lots of training.
After lots and lots of training.
All right, after this, we'll find the waterfall, do a montage. It'll be great.
Yes. So go running through the woods, like the beginning of Kenny Omega's entrance, Titantron from AEW. So the only thing I can think of is that if he's sporting, what if the only thing I can think of is challenging possibly a champion of his choosing, with the prize being the key?
That's a decent plan B, but that could, of course, get one of us hurt.
That will get one of us hurt.
Or killed.
Not a terrible plan. Let's put it in the back pocket.
We'll say plan D. We at least have the escape plan, so that's good.
Yep.
What? I wonder if he values shiny things like dragons.
No.
I imagine to a degree.
Well, doesn't he hide the sword because it's too shiny?
He throws the sword away when it gets too shiny.
Part of me wonders, because at least in Jalen, lots of people valued shiny things, but you know what they valued more than that? Knowledge. Because knowledge got you more shiny things.
Also wants a family. I don't know how we're going to give him that, but...
Listen, I am not making no baby beholders.
No, I would... No. But...
That's not how it works. That's okay. We can have that conversation later.
I don't know.
I hate to say it, but I think so far Treasure's plan is the most... that makes sense.
So we traveled all this way to meet him because he is great and powerful. And while we're here, we thought perhaps we would test our luck against him and play him in a game.
A simple, fun, little, no high stakes game of strip poker.
A macabre, if you will, where no magic, we all use just the weapons we've got, ice stocks versus ice stocks.
Basically. And it becomes a game of wit, which that's why I'm saying somebody that is generally, at least when I think of somebody that prefers testing people, strikes me as somebody who values wit more than treasure.
Let's meet him, let's chat with him, and then maybe we'll find out if that's true. And if it is, then we can proceed, and if not, we can do a very quick regroup somehow.
Deal.
We got this. This is fine. We got this.
What can go wrong?
Shut up. She slaps him. Don't say that. You never say that. Nope.
Okay. Sorry.
Your days pass, and you guys, how close do you want to be to the Mountain of Velxer's Teeth during those 2 days? Do you want to be on the far side of the lake, or do you want to be on Velxer's side of the lake?
How long does it take us to cross the lake?
It would take you a day, maybe.
Do we just want to cross it? And hope for
No.
the best, prepare for the worst?
Yeah.
Not to mention, crossing it would put his attention on us as opposed to our friends in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, that's true. So,
And then that way we can say, well, we weren't trying to hide.
No, we just are coming.
We're literally coming to
politely.
see you.
we are members of the Manus Exploratorium, and we heard that he was a thing. So we're coming to interview him and get some more information, yada, yada, yada.
And get him naked. Got it.
That's just a fun bonus.
It's an anatomy lesson.
Okay. You guys sleep on the far side of the lake, and you do make your approach the morning of. You have to wake up early to time your approach as such, but the lake's fairly placid. It is not quite eerily so, but as you are making your approach, you often find that whatever bit of sea life, water life, sea life, fish or frogs or other little things that you can see are just a little weird. Some of them have like double eyes. So like you see a fish and it's kind of got like two irises on the same eyeball, and it sort of twists kind of sideways. And some of them, the scales look a little more tentacly than they should. Sort of like they're swimming like jelly monsters. Some of the frogs have eyes on their backs, you know, Some of them are milked over and white, and so you kind of think that they're like pustules or something at the very beginning, and then you're like, oh no, that's an eyeball that has grown onto the back of this frog. But I will say that there doesn't seem to be a lot. There aren't a lot of predatory birds or things like that, and it is relatively quiet. You guys are making good time as you make your way across the lake, and yes, right?
Seeing that the fauna is a little extra ocular, can I do a quick look around and see if the hills have eyes?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Make a perception check.
I came in at the wrong time.
Or the right one.
11.
11. You don't see any specific eyes on the landscape, but what I will say is that ever since you came within a mile or two of Velxer's teeth, you've had an eerie feeling like something is watching you. It is difficult to shake, no matter how many times you turn around or look off in the distance. That little shiver up your spine refuses to dissipate. As you guys begin to bring your rowboat up onto the shore, you see the very easy to find large cavernous opening nestled within the less stabby mountain faces of Velxer's teeth. And just before the opening of the cave, you do see there is one tree, looks bare of leaves, no greenery, just a almost sort of palish white near dead tree, and you couldn't have told on the lake, as there's perhaps just a hint of fog. But as you're pulling the boat up onto shore, you realize that what you had mistaken for leaves and vegetation is just a murder of crows lined up on the branches and boughs. And you hear them as you leave your boat behind. Their squawks sound like mocking laughs as you step your way towards the opening of Velxer's teeth.
Are they? I just want to keep an eye on them.
Mm-hmm.
Are they increasing in numbers as we get closer, and are they very attentive as we get closer? If that makes sense.
Sure, make a nature check.
15.
Okay, so they're not gathering. They've pretty much all gathered. Maybe one or two here or there. You know what I mean? It is a little unnatural, but not magical, right? They're paying attention to you. Not every single bird, not in like a hypnotized way, but in a we've lived here long enough to know where our food comes from. Sort of.
Got it. So not in a someone is watching through my eyes kind of way.
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't get that feeling, but you still get the feeling that something's watching you. So you're a little unnerved by it. As you guys go and you begin to make your way into the area, I would like to know what your marching order is.
Front.
Okay.
You're killing me, Smalls. I'm right behind her.
Okay.
I'll probably be like third.
All right.
And I will bring up the rear.
All right.
I'll turn to
Treasure.
I'll turn to Treasure. I'm like, why does she always have to be at the front?
I mean, If she's gonna be the one talking to him, it kind of makes sense.
What if we have to like fight something first?
Then Thosen picks her up over his gigantic entire self, and you just fly out of it like a bat out of hell.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
I would like one of you guys to roll me a percentile, please.
I got it.
We know how things turn out when I roll.
81.
Oh, Samandriel.
81. Okay.
Oh, not just the Mandriel. Riker was that way too.
As you're making your way forward, all of you have dark vision. Nothing is a light. Okay. Sounds good.
Or do we want to have something alive? Because we don't care if he knows we're here, right?
But I mean, if he knows we're here anyway, we can see. It's not.
All right.
We also don't want to make it too suspicious. First of all, he seems intelligent enough to glance at us and know we should all probably be able to see in the dark.
Got it. Then no lights.
No need.
Okay. As you guys are making your way in to the area, the feeling of eyes watching you continues to sort of creep you out just enough, just a little bit. And you can see up ahead, the entranceway has been sort of wide stalagmites so far, and they're kind of narrowing into a little bit of a funneled area, and then you can see beyond that it re-widens up and out. Saride, since you are up front, and I believe your passive perception is an 18, you can see hiding among the stalagmites trolls. You get a quick glance over them, and it looks like there are three trolls, maybe four. Waiting.
Where are they about the room? Are they like cardinal corners?
So two on your left-hand side, one on the right, and they're pretty close to your entrance. Looks like they're waiting for you to walk closer to where it narrows, and then sort of pounce from behind. Seems to be the setup.
She will message or send whatever the fuck message using her stuff. That there's trolls, and then she will touch herself.
Okay.
And Kat, listen, she's going out with a smile. And cast bark skin.
Okay. You cast bark skin on yourself. Anything else? Are you're continuing to walk forward?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Anything else you guys are doing?
Nope. I'm gonna just try and step up a little bit more.
Okay.
I'll just have the shield ready.
Okay. You unsling the shield from your back, you strap it onto your arm. As you guys continue to walk forward, when Saride is about 15 feet from that narrow entrance in front, the trolls spring what they believe to be a trap, which you guys have been prepared for. I'd like everybody to flip for initiative, please. Okay. See So far, Jack is the highest, and I'm on a 10. So it will go. You're up first, Ozen. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, because it's me, cast Death Ward on Saride.
Okay.
And get between her and the nearest troll.
Okay. Well, you already are, because they jumped out from behind. Remember, so she's technically the farthest ones from them.
Got it.
I'm going to say they're about 20 feet from you, Thozen.
Okay, then I'm gonna undo that. No, I'll keep that on Saride.
Okay.
And then I'll just be on the defensive for now.
Okay. Shield at the ready. And the trolls are on a 10. They've got treasure beat on Dex, so it'll be them, and then you guys can go in whatever order after that. I'm letting you guys switch up if you want. Do not have to. So the trolls are going to come rushing forward. Treasure, you were at the back of the line, and then Olaroon. So you guys are their two targets. We're going to do, and actually, yeah. So it's going to be 3 attacks on Treasure, 3 attacks on Olaroon, and then so we're going to split it 4 and 4. That'll be simpler for me. And boy howdy, sometimes simple for Cody is important. All right, so coming up on Treasure, the first ones are a 15, which I know misses. I have a 22, which
that hits.
Will hit. An 8 or 15 will miss again. 18.
Okay. I still have the blessing from Thozen, right?
Yeah.
So yes, it just misses.
Just misses. Okay, great. So only 1 hit on that troll. You are going to take 7 points of piercing damage as the troll bites into your shoulder there, and coming over to Olaroon. That is going to be a 23, a 25, a 9, and a 17. 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay, then you are
The
going...
23 and 25 definitely do.
Yeah, those I figured. So you're going to take 18 total points of piercing and slashing damage, Olaroon.
Can I sentinel any one of those?
You can sentinel one of those, yeah, absolutely. So we'll roll again with disadvantage. We will drop the lower, so you're going to take 11 points of slashing damage, Olaroon.
11 points. Okay.
Oh,
And
I
I would believe
apologize. Sentinel is you attacking him.
Yes.
I was thinking Shield Master. I apologize.
Okay, so
Not there yet.
I still take so full
Full 18, please.
full 18. Okay,
Mhm.
so it's another 7. Okay. All right, guys, we got this.
All right. Treasure, what was your to hit?
18 plus 8.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's gonna rock him. Give me some damage.
That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 points of damage? Nice.
Correct.
Okay. Up next is... Who's next? Treasure, it's your turn.
Okay. Obviously, I'm going to pick on this one that I just hit
Okay.
for both of my greatsword attacks.
Okay.
A 19 plus 9, and I crit on a 19 because
Yes, you
Treasure
do.
do that.
Yeah.
And 15, I don't imagine hits them, correct?
Just barely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's.
As you look at
Are
these...
we doing?
Go ahead.
Are we doing the crit rules of max damage 1 and then roll and add that?
Yep. Let's do that.
Okay. So let's do the crit first. .24 damage with that crit.
Nicely done. 24 points of damage.
And then the second hit is we don't roll ones with treasure. It's 11.
11? Okay. Got it. So 2 massive sword swings come flying through the air. Treasure begins to carve into the troll that had pounced and attacked her buddy Olarun. You can tell these trolls are clothed, not armored. So they do seem to be wearing what would be, I will say, a warped sense of fashion. So, Saride, you're up next.
And I'm disgusted, my god.
Clearly. It's derelict.
They can derelict my balls. Olarun, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cool. I'm going to... Because I realize I cast Bark Skin through the citern.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of going to get, like, swung to the back, reach into the bag, pull out a torch, and light that.
Okay.
And I have a feeling, considering how not Dexy she is, that might be the entirety of what I'm capable of.
Yeah, because so if you're pulling something out of the... Is it the bag of holding or just your bag?
Just my bag.
Okay. So between that and lighting it still, I'm gonna say that's your action and bonus action.
So, okay. So we have some of this for in just a bit.
So it is on fire.
The torch.
Yeah, on fire. Yep. All right. Nicely done, Saride. Over to Olarun.
Oh, because I thought I was last because I flipped a 4.
You are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Thousand went. So I'm going to hit the one. Let's see. So there's one on. Is there one on treasure and one on Thousand?
Thousand's fine. There's 3 split between you and treasure.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's one on me.
Yeah.
Duh. How close are they to each other?
Oh, they're packed in pretty tight. They're all within about 5 feet of each other.
Okay. Then I am going to go ahead and use. I'm going to go ahead and use Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
And I'm going to make an attack against the one in front of me.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's a natural one.
Okay.
On the first attack. Second attack. Oh, well, no, that's my whole action.
Yeah, because Green Flame Blade,
Blade's...
the action is casting the spell. And part of casting the spell is the attack roll. So.
I am so... You know what? I'm changing my digital dice because I have not rolled well with these ever.
That's important. Got to switch it up. All right, guys, next round. Flip them up.
Oh,
Saride, what do you got? All right, Thozen, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my mace. I'm gonna slam my shield and cast Toll the Dead on the one in front of Olarun.
Okay, nice. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save, yep.
Yeah,
Correct.
Here we go. Ooh, natural 1. That is the one that has been damaged, so go ahead and roll your d12s.
Okay. That'll be, 6 and a 7, so 13 necrotic damage.
13 necrotic damage. Nice. The
Bonus.
Go for it.
Oh, I was going to say bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
On that same one.
Okay.
That's a natural 1 to hit.
Okay. The loud ringing of the bell sends reverberations through this troll's body, and he sort of crumples over in pain as the spiritual weapon, the hammer and anvil tools just go flying overhead. After Thozen, I believe, is Treasure.
Okay, and we wouldn't be able to use any magic against the beholder anyway, correct?
As long as we're in his line of sight.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop my Searing Smite.
Okay.
And go ahead and make my 2 attacks.
All right, same target?
Same target.
Okay.
One of them I'm fairly certain misses because it's a 15.
15 barely hits.
Barely hits, okay. And the other one is a 17. So yes.
Those will both hit.
If I remember correctly, he's got to make me a con save for that Searing Smite.
All right, Constitution saving throw is a 21.
Okay, so he takes the fire for now,
Yep, but that's all.
but don't take it additionally, yeah.
Yep, got it.
So that first hit is going to be the 4d6.
Okay.
8 of which is going to be the fire damage.
Okay.
Oof, max damage. Treasure does not like these things. 12. 16 of which is slashing.
Okay, with that fire damage and the big slash, the sword cutting through the troll, almost bisected, the wounds searing. You can see them struggling to regenerate, but the fire stopping those wounds, sealing them shut. It falls to the ground, the wretched stench of its death filling the air.
So that second hit, I guess I could have made on the next troll.
Another troll, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
You have enough within range to continue to chop at them.
Okay, so that second hit would then be 15 damage.
15 points of damage. Nicely done. Okay. After Treasure, Saride.
I'm going to run up to the one that's on Olaroon
Okay.
and poke it with my fire stick.
Okay, so the one that was on Olaroon that had attacked him initially is down. There's the one that's splitting the distance between Olaroon and Treasure. You can attempt to poke him with that fire stick.
That one.
Great. Let us attempt the fire stick. So it is a strength-based melee attack on an improvised weapon.
Eight.
8. You come running forward, and the searing sort of sizzle of his friend's flesh is already still popping in the air, and you brandish the torch at him, and he sort of recoils, but not being hit by it. Anything else to ride? Bonus actions? Anything?
No.
Okay, sounds good. What is your dex modifier, Olaroon? All right. Trolls are going to go, because it's my game, and I said so. So, we've got...
Eat me!
We've got 6 attacks. We're going to spread them between Olaroon, Saride, and Treasure. 2 attacks on each. We will start with Olaroon. The higher is a 17. Does that hit?
Nope.
Nope. All right, 18 and 22 against Saride. I believe both of those hit. Yep.
Even with bark skin.
And
I will try to sentinel something there.
yeah, you can sentinel him once. And 19 should be the damage.
Meets
again.
beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be no damage against Olaroon. 18 points of damage on Saride, 11 points of damage on Treasure.
I'm bloodied.
For my sentinel, it's a 17 to hit.
That does hit. The claw just digs into Saraide's dress.
Meg just can't help but play fighters, can she?
She's spunky, and she has a fire stick. She thought she'd be fine.
14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. Sounds good. Continuing to chip away at that. That is it for the trolls. Olarun.
Hey, my turn.
So
I'm gonna.
It should be noted that the troll that had been attacked, that at the beginning of its turn, it did recover some hit points. The one that had been hurt previously, not the dead one, the other one. Go for it, Olarun.
So which one's looking worse?
They're both pretty close. Honestly, the one that that Treasure retaliated against, she like caught it under the arm. That wound looks more gnarly.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna try and green flame blade one more time.
Okay.
And hope it works this time.
Okay.
Don't put me now. Hey, there we go. It's 25 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So it does normal damage on the first one is 12 points of damage on the first with 12 points of damage to the injured guy.
Okay.
Plus another 4 points of fire damage.
To the same target.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other target takes my charisma score plus a d8 worth of fire damage.
All right.
And that's an 8 plus 5, so that is another 13 points of damage to the other, 13 points of fire damage to the other guy.
Nice. Yeah, the fire does settle into them. You can hear the flesh popping and searing their regeneration, and seemingly paused for the moment. Anything else, Olarun?
That is going to be it for now.
Great. Next round.
Hey.
Okay. Looks good. Olarun, you're back on top. Let's do it.
You know what? I think I'm going to first verse same as the first. Well, same as the last two at this point in time. And of course, that's a 13 to hit.
I was going to tell you, man, you don't want to repeat that first verse. You missed on the first verse.
Yeah, so I thought, maybe I'd shaken it just a bit.
Yeah. But you jinxed yourself.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm done with these digital dice for a bit. I think I'm just going to go
Time out for the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
the digital
sense.
dice are officially on timeout. I'm going with real stuff from now on.
Any bonus actions?
I got nothing. No.
Okay. Saride.
I'm gonna try to set him on fire again.
Do it. That does hit. Roll me 2d4. One of those will be fire. The other one is bludgeoning.
I just see Saride frantically, just like
Both fours.
Both fours. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you reach over Olarun as his sword comes sweeping by, and you bonk one of them on the snoot. The torch. If the torch goes out, torches are not meant to be bonkers. No, it stays up for you. So, yeah, nicely done. A chunk of fire damage right there.
And then I would like to use my movement to run away.
It is going to take the attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Can he do that if I sentineled him?
You tell me. Does Sentinel prevent attacks of opportunity? Also, it's had a turn since you Sentineled it.
Oh, it's had a turn, then never mind. But yeah, normally it would. I think it normally would. If you make attacks, it would prevent movement, and yeah.
I know it prevents movement, so they can't, like, chase down. But they can still attack. They still have their reaction.
Yes, they can. You're right. I just wanted to be double checking.
Absolutely. 14. Right?
No!
Hey! Catches
I
it.
live this round!
You do live this round. Nicely done. All right. That is it for Saride. And if I am not mistaken, it is... Thosen, what is your dex mod?
+2.
Go for it. It's your turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Searing Smite at first level, run up to the one at Saride, and swing.
Okay. What is your weapon of choice, Thosen?
Oh, my mace.
All right.
It's my mother's mace,
Sounds good.
which is
We're
not
gonna
gonna be
unpack
great
that
'cause
later.
That's a natural one.
The flames gather around the mace, and these trolls have gotten into avoiding fire, so they are very quick to react and leap out of the way. I believe that is everything on your turn. Because
is Searing Smite a bonus action?
Yeah, is the bonus action.
Oh, then you are correct. I am in melee with it now.
Yes, you are. Death Ward's not concentration, correct? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I think Searing Smite's the only concentration thing you have up.
Bark skin is, though.
But you...
Did you do a concentration check?
I didn't, because
To
I
make
never
a-
play a fucking spell.
Make a con check, DC of 10. It's a save, con save, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, so that last attack when I was leaving would have hit.
Okay. So you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, after Thosen is trolls. We got 2 trolls left. Their regeneration does not work this turn. So 3 attacks, 2 against everybody but Saride. Top to bottom, Olaroon. Both are 3s, both total at 10. Nothing for you. 9 is going to miss Thosen, but a 23, I bet, hits. And down on Treasure, 15 is the higher, so that's gonna miss Treasure as well. You are going to take 11 points of clawing damage. Thosen. That is it. After Thosen is... Who's left this round? Treasure. Go for it.
She's going to maneuver in such a way so that they'd have to run into her to get to Saride. So just kind of like swiveling around
Okay.
to cut off Saride's escape, and she's going to 2 attacks at
Nice.
the troll in front of her.
Let's do it.
The lower is 16.
Okay. Then yeah, they both hit.
Oh, thank God we do not roll 1s or 2s in Treasure's house. So that is... First one is going to be 10 damage,
Okay.
and the second one is going to be 15 damage.
Nice. Yeah, that troll's good and bloodied now. A couple of good strikes like that, it will be down. but it does look like those fiery wounds are no longer preventing its regeneration. With the end of Treasure's turn, we are flipping to the next round. All right. Who's above a 9? I see Olaroon and Thosin. Thosin, you're up first.
Hotep. Sorry. I'm gonna swing again at the one in front of me.
Okay.
But since Searing Smite is still up,
Yeah.
that's a natural 20.
Ooh. All right, go ahead.
This is the first time I crit with him. I have my orc ability is the Savage Attacker, so it's an extra damage die. Is that what it is?
Yes. So,
Get wrecked, nerds.
what are the dice on Searing Smite?
Stand by. Oh no, my character sheet decided to reload. Sorry.
That's okay. I can.
I think it's 2d6. I'm not sure.
It's at level 1. It's 1d6.
1d6 then.
Okay. So, your automatic and your D8 for your mace, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you're going to automatically deal 14 points of damage. Now you get to roll 2d8, one from critting, one from being an orc, and a d6, the crit of the Searing Smite. Okay?
That's 10 total. It's 2 fire and 8 bludgeoning.
Okay, and then you add your strength modifier on top of that.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. The dice alone were more than enough to finish the orc that Treasure
plus
had.
4.
There you go. That Treasure had just torn into. The Searing Smite erupts. The flames creep over that green skin. The clothes that they had been wearing catching fire. You can see it's kind of a cheap fabric that's like melting onto its skin. That is it for. Oh, Thosin, you have a bonus action. Go for it.
I do. I'm going to take the anvil and go at the other one.
All right. Do the bashing.
Nope, that's a natural 2.
That does
The
not
dice
hit.
giveth and they taketh away.
There you go. After Thosin, I believe is Olaroon.
What's this one looking like? Is
He
he
is
still
not bloodied. He's not bloodied.
I'm gonna take a cue from Treasure and Thosin and use Searing Smite also.
Okay.
Except I'm casting it. I'm upcasting it at level 3
Okay.
using one of my packed magic slots.
Mm-hmm.
So first attack is a natural 1. It's that kind of a day today, guys.
Okay.
You're going away.
Roll me a percentile.
Oh, heavenly days.
You've multiple nat 1 at this point.
It's a bad day.
Yeah.
That's 85.
An 85. Okay. Let's see. Okay. You outrolled me. You don't damage yourself, but I will say that your packed weapon, your blade, blunts hard as it just slams into the stone, and having been heated by the fire magic on the metal, right? It is a bit softer, so it's going to deal. You're going to take a -1 to the damage on the packed weapon till it can be repaired.
Well, okay. Then here's attack number 2 with a different dice. That's a 27 to hit.
That will hit, absolutely.
Kind of freaking Lee.
Yep.
So we're gonna do. Of course, I roll a 1 on damage, so I do 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Because it's 8, so it's 1 plus 8 minus 1, so 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, perfect.
And so I will do And then I do another 8 points of fire damage. Why?
That's still solid. 8 points of fire damage. Yeah, the flames creep over him. The regeneration is locked away for this round. That is key. I believe that's it for Olaroon, correct?
Yeah.
All right. The troll is going to retaliate back against you. 2 big swings. One of them is a 9, the other one is a 25, and the third one is a 22. 23. So that is going to hit. That's going to be 18 points of piercing and slashing damage as this troll just engulfs its large size, sort of creeping down, claws raining onto Olaroon as the flames creep up its body, and then its teeth sort of sink into his forearm as he raises it to defend himself as though he were being set upon by a dog. After
So how many points of damage is that?
18.
18. Can I go ahead and use my heavenly chastisement?
Yes, you can.
So he needs to make a dex save,
Dex
DC
save.
16.
6.
Yeah, sweet. Because at this point in time, I just scream, "Will you please get it together?" He's more at him than anyone else.
Not quite sure who he's yelling at, but Olaroon is going for broke. All right, roll
And that's,
that.
19 points of 19 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Now the troll is bloodied. All right. After Olaroon is. Sorry. Who's next? Lost your cards. Kez.
She sees this thing bite Olaroon, and Treasure's just gonna hop at it, beating it over the head with a sword, like, "Bad dog, get off, get off!"
Okay. Go for it.
One is a 10, so I do not think that's gonna hit,
That does not hit. No.
but the other's a nat 20.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and roll that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beefling.
So the
Beefling
12 is
indeed.
max, correct? I believe
The
you have a
12
sword.
is max.
Yep.
Yep.
And then roll your dice on top of that.
12 plus 9 plus 4.
That is 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 12 is 25.
There we go. That's what she did.
Nice. The sword comes carving into the troll. An appendage sort of flops off its arm, falling to the floor. It is almost dead. And I believe Saride is the last one to act on this round.
Bonus action healing word on Olaroon.
Okay.
As soon as I can frickin' find it.
D4 plus your charisma modifier per level.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out which. He's not doing good. Let's do a third.
Third level healing word. Okay.
$14.
Okay. 14 points of healing.
And then I'm going to 5th level magic missile at this motherfucker.
Okay. Out of the wand.
Yes.
Nice.
I do this every time. All right, so because it used to roll it for me, and for some reason it took my dice off. So now I'm Yeah, so I apologize. This is
You're okay.
really great timing website. God, making me look stupider than I already do.
So 5th level magic missile is 7d4 plus 7. One, two.
I dropped one of my dice, so fuck this. All right,
Okay.
so I rolled a 2, I rolled a 4,
2 and a 4.
I rolled a 1,
Okay.
7,
Yep.
3 for 10,
Yep.
2 for 12,
Okay.
14 for 16,
Mm-hmm.
4 for 18,
Mm-hmm.
plus 7, 20.
25. Absolutely 25 points of damage, more than enough for the troll to slump onto the ground. The rapid bolts of energy darts just riddling into it. It falls to the ground. It starts trying to regenerate, but you guys had fired it before its turn. So nicely done, guys.
Can I get a nap?
She's gonna start just cure woundsing all of them.
Okay.
How much? Wait. So how much did I get healed for? I'm sorry.
14.
14. Great. Thank you. And is there any feasible way that we could take a short rest?
That's an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're on a time crunch, because then we kind of are.
I think having a spot of lunch and tea would be quite a wonderful idea. And she'll get like a blanket out and make up a little picnic set.
Okay.
So it looks weird.
Okay.
And get the sitar out and start playing Song of Rest.
Okay. I'd like all of you to roll me a percentile, please.
56.
34.
99.
11.
Okay. Sounds good.
During this rest, I'm gonna ask Olorun for his sword. Was it that you dented?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still my packed weapon. Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask to see it. I'm not gonna do anything to it now. I just want to see how severity the damage is.
Looking it over, it just needs to be filed and sharpened.
Okay. I will do my best while still being able to take a short rest to take my smith tools and see if I can just sharpen it and file it.
Yeah, so I don't think you can't recover hit points and do that at the same time.
Okay, then never mind. You got a -1. Sorry.
Song of
All the hit
Rest.
points.
Do they roll the hit? Do they roll the extra
You do.
d6 or I do?
You roll 1d6 and give it to all of them.
Okay, hold up. It's a 1.
I'll take it because it's one I didn't have before.
And I have my packed magic spell slots back because that was the biggest reason why.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. What do you add to your hit die? Is it Constitution?
Your con mod. Yep.
Yeah. And you just, the entire time they're resting, Olaroon's just like, what the get it together, man. Now is not the time. He's like half slapping himself.
Okay. At the end of your who all rolled hit dice? Everybody? Okay. Got it. Sounds
Yeah. During that rest, Treasure's just going to like try to pep talk Olaroon like, look, it's okay. I know you're nervous. I know this is important. I know that it's a big scary beholder, but we're gonna get out of this, and we're gonna get out of this together, in one piece, and with what we came for. Just put that in your mind. Confidence.
And he kind of looks up and he kind of just like, you don't know me very well, do you? This is not the time to be making rookie mistakes.
I mean, we all make mistakes. Like, it's
Exactly.
part of humanoid nature.
It's only a mistake if you own up to it as a mistake. If not, it's falling with style.
I'm not supposed to make mistakes.
And you don't if you never own up to it.
Shall we press on?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So clean up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you guys proceed into the next room, same marching order as before?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Sounds
Treasure's
good.
going to try to relax Olaroon by occasionally poking at him with her tail and fussing at him.
As you guys get to the threshold of the next chamber, you can see that there is a staircase on the far side, and you can also see that this is where you start to find the beholder chimneys, the beholder tunnels that allow you to fly up and down. So you can't really see where they lead as of yet, but you do see that they exist, right? As you are continuing to walk forward, there's one that's pretty close over to your right-hand side, and then across the room is the staircase. And then near the staircase, a little bit of south, maybe like 10, 15 feet, there is another tunnel. Not quite sure where it leads, but you do hear a little bit of chatter, sort of filtering down through that first tunnel. Do any of you speak Giant?
I will cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. So you do cast Comprehend Languages. You realize it is no. Well, now you understand it. I don't know if the spell tells you what language it is, but you identify it as a few more trolls, right? Trolls speaking Giant. Apparently, they heard the fight that had happened downstairs, but you can tell immediately they don't care. Chances are it was the trolls fighting amongst themselves. If not, they'll if it wasn't them and they won, they'll bring the prize to Velxer soon. And if they lost, sucks for them. And they'll see who shows up shortly.
And they're down the right side?
They're up that tunnel on the right-hand side.
And that's the only direction that we can travel?
You have to travel across the area to get to the staircase. Or climb up that tube. or climb up a tube. You don't know where it goes.
That sounds like the best idea to me. All right, I'll message everybody that they're trolls. This is what they said.
Are we going in the right direction? Well, I don't necessarily know what we can do. I mean, other than fight some more trolls.
Keep making noise.
We're the distraction, right?
Yeah, that's the
Precisely.
point.
Keep making noise.
Okay.
Before we move on, just in case, I am going to cast Elemental Weapon and touch Treasure's sword. And I'm going to imbue it in fire for the next hour. You get a +1 bonus to attack rolls and deal an extra 1d4 fire damage for the next hour.
All right.
Thank you. Extra 1d4 fire damage. And what else? +1 to attack, correct?
Correct. And your weapon's considered magical if it matters.
Good to know. As you are making your way forward to ride, you're still up front, and you start to you inch just a little closer towards that tunnel so that you can hear, but you're staying towards the center of the room, making your way forward. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
$15.
15. Okay. So you do save as the floor gives out beneath you. You jump back. Thosen reaches out, grab a hold of his shoulder to sort of steady yourself as you do, and you look down into the pit to see sort of what it is. I will tell you guys, as you look at it for a moment, you can tell it is like a loose sort of sand pit, like a quicksand pit, basically.
When I was a kid, I thought quicksand was going to be a much bigger deal.
I'm gonna put my hand on Sorai's shoulder and be like, "Let me I love you. Let me go in front."
What?
I'm a little bit more dexterous than you are. It's no offense.
No, the first part.
We'll discuss it later. Let me go in front.
As Thosen runs away from the awkwardness, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
$20, not natural.
Okay. Yeah, you go stepping forward and you hear a little bit of a rumble, and you look and see some things falling from up above, and you just sort of rush out past it, circumventing the quicksand pit as this rain of like poisonous centipedes come falling down on where you were. They start slowly crawling away. It looks like a bunch of them are dead, but that you can still see sort of the green ichor of that poison, slipping off of them.
Who designed this place? Screamers?
So now you're stepping around the centipedes. You're stepping around the quicksand trap. Who's following Thosen? Or is you guys staying put while Thosen makes his way across the room?
I'm next, I guess.
I'll probably be like right behind her. Can I keep a lookout for like traps and stuff?
Make an investigation check.
Here we go. I'm okay at this. It continues. That's a 5.
Okay. Saride, I need another dexterity saving throw.
Thank you for telling her before she died. 9.
9. Okay. As you not that as you are making your way, you step around the centipedes and you keep going, and you take another step, and then spraying up from underneath in this pressure plate is this very very fragrant sort of oil. Drenches your dress, everything. It smells like peanuts. It is peanut oil.
I'm covered in peanut oil?
Yes, you are.
They're gonna
Kill
make you
me.
into it. They're gonna make you into a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Kill me. Oh, God.
As Saride steps forward, you guys can see there is the only way to get past this initial area is to like hug the wall really close. And so the treasurer and Olrun coming up behind step around those traps. Thozen, you continue ahead.
Yeah.
Treasure's gonna hand Saride her perfume.
She's stripping.
Okay. She's taking off the dress.
Yep.
All right.
No, we have to wait until we fight the beholder for that.
Roll me a d20, Thozen. Roll me anything, evens or odds is what I'm looking for.
Odds.
Okay, you step just a little bit closer towards the southern side, and that first step, nothing happens. You continue to go a little further forward, and just before you turn to head up that staircase, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
Another 20, not natural.
Nicely done. You go jumping out of the way, and actually, Saride, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well. Okay. So it is a burst of fire and flame. You would have had disadvantage if you were still covered in oil, because your clothes would have caught fire. So that's why they covered you in oil. But
Yeah, don't tell me not to strip ever again. I know what I'm doing.
so that is that is 16 points of fire damage for Saride, and that is 4 points of fire damage for Thozen, because you are resistant to fire, and you made the save.
Okay, so that's with the resistance.
Yep. With that, Thozen makes it to the base of the stairs. And
I am so sorry.
And moving to the back of the line where treasure is,
I mean, you're already here. Just come here and grab my hand.
I have to get. I'm not walking into him tits out.
No, but you can change here, but don't go backwards. That's where all the shit is. Just come towards me. Give me your hand.
Fine.
And when you give me your hand, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Only because you love me.
I cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
How much, please, God? I don't want to die.
Are you
8 hit points to get back.
8 hit points? We're taking the time for Saride to get dressed again.
I have an extra outfit I can lend her. It's just going to be big as fuck, so it's going to be great to see how we finagle that one.
Yeah, do you have like a skirt or a bottom part? Or does someone have a coat, like a cloak or a cape?
Treasure actually has fine clothes, so she's got some pretty things that probably look like they belong from Jalen.
I'm gonna take hemp rope and pull like an Ariel from Little Mermaid and make like a belt out of it for you, like cinch it.
Hello, I am Saride. I have come to seduce you.
I think you look great.
Well done. You guys, between some rope rigging and some desert fashion,
It's the Phantom Sar from Dragon Age.
there you go. Saride is redressed. Heading up the stairs, who's in front? Okay.
Should I go in front this time?
I mean, I'm okay, but I mean, we can put the beeflings in the front if you want.
We are both beeflings. Either of us. I think that just considering what's going on, one of us should be in front, one should be in back, just in case.
I'll take the front now, and then if the next hour, if this takes us longer than that, you go in the front?
Sounds good to me.
I'll be right behind Thozen.
Okay. So Thozen, Olaroon, then Treasure and Saride.
I think so.
Saride, then Treasure.
Right, then Treasure. Got it. Thozen, you make your way up the staircases. They begin to... Yes, everything okay?
Yeah, Siri's just started to talk to me for no reason and just scared the hell out of me when I said Saride.
Got it. Understood.
And she was at like full volume.
As you begin to make your way up the staircases, you can hear a little conversation. You don't quite understand it. How long does comprehend languages last?
Well, it's concentration, so. What is
Make
it? I have to make a 10?
Yep.
It's gone.
Okay. Sounds good. As you guys make your way up the stairs, Thozen, you come looking around, and there are, sitting around a fire pit, looks like there are 4 trolls that are... The pit isn't lit, but you can tell that that's kind of what it was. There is a stone basin there. You can smell something, not quite cooking, but there's something beyond the smell of troll that there seems to be there. Are you attempting to be stealthy when you make your way up the stairs, or are you just full on marching?
I mean, I'm not the stealthiest of people.
Which is fine. I just didn't want to make an assumption of what you were doing.
Nah, you're good. I've been going cautious, so I would say yes, because I'm just prepared for any traps to kind of just spring out.
Okay.
So I guess shield in front.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Disadvantage, that'll be 7.
7. Okay. As you reach the crest of the stairs and step onto the top, there are some like packages and it looks like a lot of like chests, crates, boxes of things, and you can see some of the trolls. They're sitting around that stone basin, and one of them pulls something out, and you can see it sort of sizzle. It is one of those fish that was in the lake, and its eyes have sort of been popped out and burned off, and the troll, just looking dead at you, puts part of it in its mouth and just sort of crunches the bones off of it, and the bones and the scales, and is just sort of
But it doesn't look like it's
raw.
No one understands, right? But they don't seem to be attacking. So
I'll recast comprehend.
Okay. As you cast the language, you can see some of the other trolls they're milling about. He has a buddy by the stone basin, right? They're both eating what you're now taking to be like a ceviche, like an acid cooked fish, and they're just eating it like whole on. And you're noticing like the sticks that they're sticking it in there with, they're just eating the stick with it. They're just crunching the whole thing. And as you start to understand what they're saying, right? Huh? Oh, I get it. Don't speak the old tongue, do they? I don't know. What do you think? Really? I give them... I'd say 8 to 10, they start swinging at us pretty soon. I know. That's how they always do. Now, we're supposed to get this sorted. I know, but if we get attacked, we get attacked. I know. I told Gary he was a dick. Couldn't fight an adventurer to save his life. Didn't save his life, right? They all share a nice laugh at that. I ever tell you...
I love them. Can they be my friends?
Yeah, I ever tell you about the time that... the time Gary cut his own... Yeah, thought it'd grow back bigger. Didn't grow back bigger at all. Well, they're not attacking us yet. I don't know. Want to see if they want fish? Ah, sure. One of them takes the stick with the fish on it, swirls it, spoons it in the acid, pulls it up, and just yeets it at Thozen. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah, that's a it's 4 points of acid damage.
4 points of ceviche damage.
Of ceviche damage. Yeah. As the fish thumps into your like armor and your face, and it burns, not in a fiery burn way, in a purely chemical way, and slumps down onto the floor. Like,
Don't fight. Don't fight.
What the fuck? What do you mean don't fight? He just threw fucking... What
Right,
the fuck is it?
Yeah, they're being dicks.
Is that a fish?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they're being dicks. They're taking bets on whether or not we're going to try to fight them or not. I think there's probably a good possibility that we could just sort of slip past.
Treasure's gonna sniff at the fish. She's curious.
Just don't touch it. It's
So,
fucking burnt.
it smells sour.
So don't attack, you said, correct?
Don't know. I know.
What is the so you said the fish smells sour?
Yeah.
Is it still acidy?
A little.
Olderun's gonna pick up the fish.
Okay, you grab it by the stick.
I grab by the stick.
Okay.
I wave it at the guy at the trolls,
Okay.
and I just take a big bite.
Right as he does, I'm gonna just run my fingers across his back and bardic inspiration.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
Here we go. Okay. That's an 18.
Okay. You take a bite. Your jaw does that like lights up electric sort of thing, and and you pull the fish away. You kind of try to chew it, but your tongue is like immediately seared. Like you don't feel like you could taste again. It's almost like you burnt your tongue, but pure like if somebody just rubs salt on your tongue. Is like it's rough. You start chewing, you swallow. There's still bones in it. You're getting scales, but you're like you choke it down. You're gonna take 2 points of ceviche damage. Let's just go with that. Troll viche. That's what it is. Troll viche. 2 points of troll viche damage. And it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 5 hours before you can taste anything again.
I'm just gonna, and then after that, I'm just gonna chuck the fish to the side, walk straight up to them, and go, and just say one word. Velxer.
Okay. Yeah, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Do I roll? So here's the question, guys. Do I roll my digital dice, or do I roll the real dice?
Real dice.
Either way, it's not a good look.
One of each.
The way my day is going. Okay, with advantage, that's a 22 on a persuasion check.
Yeah, as you come up and you say Velxer, Saraj, you can understand that. Like, wow, all right, I didn't expect him to do. No, thought it'd be the green one. Me too, or the yellow. I know. Don't see many yellow ones, do you? No, sure. Hey, Velxer. And you understand when he says Velxer. Velxer. They start laughing amongst each other. Yeah, he wants to see Velxer. We're gonna take him to Velxer. All right, yeah, okay. And they're sort of nodding and Three Stooging it up for a moment. And the one that had thrown the ceviche, those two from the stone pot start walking towards the staircase behind them, and they give you the big shoulder claw of like, all right, come on. And the other two guys sort of line up along the sides. They're gonna walk behind you. You get the feeling, but they seem to be on board with taking you to Velxer.
Go.
So I kind of like gesture to the rest of the party and follow them.
Okay. You guys make your
really
go ahead.
Sorry, I'm really upset with the way that today has been going.
You follow them up the staircase, and there is another open chamber room, and you can hear the troll call back, Saride. Okay, everybody walk this way. And he gets to the top, and Olorin, you are right behind him, and you see him start to do like a troll shuffle.
Walk like he is.
When in Jalen.
I would like everyone to make me performance checks based on dexterity performance checks, or acrobatics. I'll take that too.
Uh, 14 acrobatics for treasure.
Okay.
That is a 13 performance for Olorin.
Okay. To ride.
Natural 20 for 21 acrobatics.
Okay. Thousand.
That'll be a 22 for performance.
Ooh. All right. You guys are all very light on your feet. I will say the 13 is the one that comes closest to missing, and I'm gonna say that as the troll does his weird troll shuffle, they all do it, and you guys do your best to mimic. It is a little difficult. Trolls are large creatures. They have a wider gait than most of you guys, so you're kind of hopping and jumping in certain places, and one of you hits just the edge of what turns out to be another rockfall trap, and the troll, by asking you to walk this way, is essentially guiding you around another room full of traps, which you all do successfully. And he's gonna lead you up to another staircase. This staircase does a Y. It splits. One set of the stairs goes down, and one set of stairs goes up. The trolls are proceeding up. Do any of you have an interest in the staircase heading down?
Can I just look at it? Like,
it's dark. If you're just looking, you would probably need to like stop and listen, because it's difficult to hear anything with the trolls. They're jabbering on, you know.
Can I while they're talking? Can I like slap one on the shoulder, like do one of those, and just like point and like shrug?
Yeah. So you show him the short. He's like, what? What is that about? Oh, hope you don't find out. No. Keep going. And he kind of pushes you.
So I turn to them and I point like and well no you know I don't know, you know, I'm sorry.
They said not to worry about it. It sounds quite unpleasant.
All right. They push you on. Out the stairs you guys go into, which you are now realizing is the central gallery. From here, you can see that there's another staircase that seems to go down. This area is filled with mosaics of beholders, most of them with like little mirror pieces that fill their eye. It is large and cavernous. There are some columns that stretch up into like the supports. There are tubes, beholder chimneys that you recognize, and you guys are starting to sort of piece together where these probably go. You recognize the chimney that goes to the treasure, the treasury, the chimney that goes to the armory, Velxer's private chamber, and the other chimney that kind of you think goes down to the prison. And you hear the trolls sort of talking amongst themselves. Three of them stay with you. The one that seems to be in charge, the one that had yeeted said fish, goes over to one of the tubes and just sort of yells up it. And so the roof here is about 25 feet high, 25 feet high, fluctuates a little bit. And there's a lot of echoing as this place goes through. And you hear sort of a snort and a laugh come from that chamber. And that's where we're going to take our break. We're going to come back in 10 minutes at 9:35. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're going to meet Velxer when we get back. So until then, stay tuned. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
Cole playing Olaroon Dawnseeker, the very stressed out ASMR Paladin Hexblade Warlock boy.
I'm Megan playing Sarad Landier, the Eladrin Glamour Bard.
Thosen.
I think my internet's glitching out. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Yay. Hi, my name is Carlos. I'm playing Thosen Fahrenheit, the half-orc tiefling forge cleric who is freaking out by saying 3 certain words.
And I'm Kez, and I'm playing Treasure, the tiefling fighter.
Okay. When last we left our heroes, they had made their way into the central gallery of Velxer, a large cavernous chamber echoing with their very footsteps and moves, filled with mosaics, broken tiles and mirrors of beholders all around. The trolls that had escorted you up, one of them had gone over to the beholder chimney that had ascended up into Velxer's private sanctum, called up a loud, almost wolf-like howl, and then you heard a laugh, sort of an odd barking laugh. You begin to hear the crunching of bone or glass or rock, sort of that grinding rock sound. And it begins to get a little louder, and each of it accompanied with the and floating down from his private sanctum is the massive eyeball of Velxer. His eye stalks all around his head, each adorned in rings and cuffs. His teeth black like the obsidian rock outside of his mountain. They look as jagged and as sharp, and you notice now that the grinding noise is quite specifically his teeth when he as his jaw operates, his mouth fills with the glass-like obsidian. The sides of his giant maw sort of eternally stained a bit of pink or crimson as he's essentially bleeding from the gums and tongue. You imagine it at all times. He comes down, his body etched in sort of ritual tattooing. Each of his eye stalks has at least one or two rings and cuffs and things about them. And he comes scrolling down. And he looks over all of you, and all of his eyes sort of in your direction. And he drifts, so he is about 40 feet from you guys. And you hear the report that the troll gives to Velxer. He explains that they had killed the welcoming committee. He goes, well, what can you do? And they apparently want to see you. Oh, all right, sounds good. Let's see. Watch the staircases. Yeah. And he's been saying in giant, and now he turns to you all. Well, in common. Well, I suppose you all speak the Empire's tongue, yes? And as he does, his tongue shreds itself along his teeth, and then sort of reforms together, the blood painting his massive bottom lip. It's, if I would say so, a bit of an inelegant tongue. But I'm partial for more guttural noises. In case you hadn't noticed, there's a bit of a diction issue.
I am so uncomfortable, Cody. I hate you so much.
Not my fault.
Treasure cutting.
You chose
Treasure
Beholder. You chose this. You wrote the backstory. You decided, you know who should have my sword? A Beholder. You did, not me.
Don't you put this on me. Don't you put that evil on me.
So
Treasure goes and speaks. She says in Draconic, we're actually versed in a few tongues and came to ask you about your wise ways. Many of the folks here are versed in things from Draconic, and she switches to Infernal.
And I pick up and I'd be like, or celestial, and I say that, and I also go, or undercommon.
Oh, there's one I know. Ah, undercommon. It's like topping from the bottom.
Well, there's also some Orcish as well. I say an Orcish.
He does the Beholder version of politely ignoring you because he doesn't understand. Like, right, yeah. Or undercommon. We could speak that. We could do that. And he shifts into undercommon.
And I'll look at Saride and an Orcish. I'll say, looks like you're up.
I don't speak any of this. This is all on him, I think. And she's just going to start playing very discordant, like medieval, like uneven triptych sounds. So it's kind of not pretty.
Okay. Make a performance check.
$21.
Okay.
Acoustic versions of Guar.
I actually do have Velxer's stats here. And okay. He seems to be appreciative of what you're playing for a few moments, and then that's very fancy, but stop.
Does he say it in common?
Yeah,
She will stop.
that's nice. Thank you. Perhaps we can do a concert later. But for now, I'd like to know why you are in my home.
So, in undercommon, I will. Yes, my name is Gareth Oakenblade. This is Zia. This is. I'm thinking of names off the top of my head. This is Tenzin, and her name is Naga, and we are members. We have come from the Empire. We are scientists or researchers. We have heard your name spread throughout very much of this land.
Yes, very much.
And we
What have you heard
knew we would
about
be doing. Well,
before you
sure.
continue, I'd like you to make a deception check.
Ugh. Okay.
You have inspiration still.
I do have inspiration still. Okay. plus what is it? A D6?
8.
Plus D8. Okay, thank God. Okay. With inspiration, that is a 18.
An 18. Okay. He all of as you're watching him watch you, he asks you, what have you heard? And all of his eyes narrow and squint at you, very much the way you feel like that moment when your parents start asking you questions because they know you're lying and they're waiting for you to either come clean or to just wrap yourself in a loop.
Okay. We've heard, especially around Vlodenslavik, how incredibly powerful you are.
Yes, I am incredibly powerful.
And the things that you have done to people who have entered your domain without offering the proper respect.
Like what? What have they said?
Oh, that you're capable of destroying entire expeditions and caravans.
As well, I mean, his eye stalk comes down and he like rubs it on his face, his cheek. It's like he's scratching his lip, but it's his eyeball. So and as he does it, the eye sort of turns and looks at you.
Oh. I'm just trying to keep it together. I'm not... I have high charisma, but I'm not practiced at lying. Yes, well, we heard from one of the members of the town that you were essentially single-handedly wiped out an entire caravan of people.
I have. I've done it many times. I've also been killed a couple of times. Did they tell you that one? Those were good stories. You knew I could die. Now I'm wondering why you're here.
We're certainly not to fight you.
No,
honestly.
I wouldn't expect it was.
No, honestly, we wish to learn as much as we can about the area.
Ooh.
We are wish to. I was actually considering creating an almanac of the heretofore unseen frontier of this part of the country.
At this point, you all notice that he has lost interest in Olarun and is staring into one of the mirrors of his own reflection. And he's doing this thing where he curls his lips and rubs them against his teeth, and they're cutting his lips. And he then sort of takes his tongue and
Is he making lipstick?
yeah, he seems to be. And he lets Olarun keep babbling for a moment about the almanac. He goes, "Do you think red's my color?"
Is this all in common or is this an undercommon?
He'll say that part in common. Up until now, he's been doing undercommon.
And what's his flesh color?
Oh, sort of a leathery tan that is burnt black in his tattooed areas.
If I may, it's a good red, but what you need is something a little more blue undertoned, because you're a winter.
I'm a winter.
Yes, with your coloring. That means you look excellent in jewel tones, and very bright lips are always good. But instead of going more orange with your red, you want to go more blue.
More blue.
It makes it pop better.
Yes. Did you know I'm responsible for the color purple?
Responsible for it? How?
Yes, that's right. See, purple doesn't exist. I dreamt it into being. You see.
I whip out my notebook and act like and furiously take notes as to what he was saying.
That's right.
Do I
Have you
believe him?
ever seen a color spray? There's red and there's blue. But there was nothing in between them. And you couldn't do green. So I was like, hey, let's do another color. And they were like, we couldn't do it. And I said, I will dream of it. And they said, okay. And I was like, who are they? And they were like, we don't know. And it was good. Jewel tones, you say?
Jewel tones, yeah. Like purple, also rubies or emeralds. Something
Rubies,
really
like this. He's
Yes.
showing you his ruby lips again.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, good. Got the ruby. Emeralds. Ooh. Emeralds. Yes, there it is. You. And his eye goes, whoop, and the telekinetic beam grabs and pulls one of the green trolls over to him. And he goes, you know what this is? Responsible sourcing. Right. Let's see it. And the troll's like, huh? And then the telekinetic beam lifts the troll's thigh, his leg, and he just sort of like it's sort of like he's eating a corn, ear of corn. And then you see him with his mouth. And then the troll begins to spin, and he unravels the troll's thigh skin and peels it off. And then the troll falls to the ground, and with his telekinetic ray, he pats it in, and then he'll innervate or like disintegrate part of it, catch it, do it along the top.
Like you would do with orange peels.
Kind of, yeah. Green, emerald tones, right? Look.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
I love it. It brings out the shiny black of your teeth so beautifully.
Thank you
Buzz's
for
like,
noticing.
yeah.
I've been flossing forever.
I'm like, it looks great. Green is your color.
Sarad's
And
gonna
I
get
sit
in
back up.
front of those as much as possible and try to like pull his right side front. So it's like, look at this one. He's burnt and shit. You don't want this one. No, no.
He looks over, because Thosin, make a deception check.
$19.
19. Okay. He kind of snake flies in a little closer. What was your name again?
Tenzin.
Tenzin. All right.
Now, if I may, my lord, you've got the coloring down.
Yes.
Can we talk accessories?
Sure.
All right. What options do you have? Is he wearing the? Can I see if is he wearing the key right now?
Make a perception check.
$11.
You see and hear a lot of jangling on him. It is distracting to honestly try to spot something. on him, because he's moving around, and every time you like concentrate on something, one of his eyes or his main eye like focuses on you, essentially noticing that you're not with him, like paying attention. He gives you that look like, why are you looking at your phone right now? You know?
Well, while she has his attention, can the rest of us try and like figure out where it is?
Yeah, you can all make a perception check. We'll see how it goes.
$12.
12.
16.
Okay. He's got enough eyes to keep both Olaroon and Treasure a little preoccupied as well. Thozin, you do get the best look. And you do notice that on one of his eye stalks, he has a right up by the bulge of the eye, right? So the stalks can get a little smaller, but the eyeball it is still a ball, right? So right up before that, there is almost pinchingly tight this deep black key ring, and on the ring there is a series of 3 keys, one of which is like a cast iron skillet of black.
Okay. I try to note which one that one is.
Mm-hmm.
And standing next to Saride, I'll say in Orcish, like, I'll be like, third one from the left, whatever
Sure.
number it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Third one from the left. Sounds good to me. So, accessories, you were asking.
Yes, what do we have to work with here?
I have a magnificent array of pants, all of them reusable.
Oh, it's good to laugh. I won't be doing that for the rest of the game, but thank you for that. Well, that sounds delightful.
Ah! You didn't know how to respond. That's good. That's rich. No,
You did
I'm
get-
rich.
You're good. You're very good.
It's true. It's true. When I'm feeling naughty, I wear shirts, but right now we need to keep it strictly business. No. And he sort of turns and flexes his eye stalks and brings them back down, and he'll wiggle these 5 over here. What can I say? I have expensive tastes.
And is there stuff on all of them?
Yeah. Most of them, each one has at least 1 ring. Most have like 1 or 2 rings and a cuff.
This is the Johnny Depp of the holders.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I support him. Absolutely. Whatever he wants to do. Go for it.
Now.
All right. I'm loving all of this. Really. You have some excellent taste.
Thank
And you
you.
do know how to style yourself very well.
What can I say? I look. And you notice that his
Resplendent.
his
Resplendent.
eyes have caught other mirrors, and he's looking at himself. Well, I look. And he leaves it at that.
I look at him, I'm like, I agree, but I think sometimes less is more.
Well, that's dumb. Whoever told you that is a liar.
Can I ask who did your wonderful tattoo work?
I did.
You did?
Yes, a disintegration ray.
Really?
It hurt.
I'm told all tattoos hurt.
Would you like one?
No, thank you. I imagine on my skin it's a little difficult.
No, I'm pretty sure I could.
But the offer is greatly appreciated.
Can I say, though, there is something to be said about having a statement piece and then building around it. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I like statements. What should we say?
What shouldn't you say, really? You, of all beings in creation, I think can find that one piece that really just says Velxer. Do you know what I mean?
I would love to know what you mean. Tell me. What says to you, Velxer? And the stalks.
Can I like kind of sidle up to Saride, just be like, well, do you think he would appreciate these? And then I'll take out 2 bloodstones that I have. Do you think he might be able to fashion something excellent from these?
Oh my goodness, of course he could. And they'd look beautiful next to his lips.
Make a persuasion or performance check.
Who?
You tell me.
I'll do it. It's a 12 persuasion.
One of his eyes sort of narrows in. No. I don't involve myself in any of that nonsense there.
Fair enough. You heard him, man.
I just take them and I just chuck them. Just oh well. Away.
Nicely done.
No good.
Yep.
No good.
Yep. One of the eyes follows them and comes back.
By the way,
Yes.
absolutely love the setup you have coming in here.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
clever.
Did you get a warm welcome?
I think we gave them a bit of warm welcome, actually, but no, really well done as
Thank
far
you.
as, security
Well,
and just a general design.
you know, people always think it's impractical to have flying chimneys, and I tell them, well, fuck you.
See, I absolutely love that kind of response.
Right. Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
We should get that down in the almanac.
No.
Yes. And I start taking more notes.
Yeah.
I think when you finally write your autobiography, that should be the title. Well, fuck you, a Velxer tale.
Ooh, a Velxer tail. But I don't have tails. Meh.
Oh my, I have to say, all of the stories that we heard about you came remarkably short of just how amazing you are.
Oh. Who told you stories about me?
Oh, the rabble here and there walking in.
Yes, I'm sure you got a name. Don't lie.
If I knew a name, I would give it to you. But honestly, I tend not to pay attention
Make a
to things
deception
with,
check.
with small ears, and I don't remember his name anyway. This is where Megan's stupidity is going to come in handy. Seven.
Velxer smile turns to a malicious snarl as he just screams out, "Give me a name!"
I will. Klein. That's who it was. Remember him?
Klein. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Klein. You silly, silly bitch. I do remember him. You know, it's sad, really. He didn't want to be friends. Didn't want to be family either, but who wouldn't? So sad, so sad. Never knew what he had. Usually people work so hard for family.
Do you have an extensive family, Mr. Velxer?
I make do. But no, I've been working on it. Like these things. And he shoots a disintegration ray at part of one of the mosaics. And the rock crumbles into dust and falls to the ground. And coming out of it are these little swarms of gazers. You don't know. They are sort of like the beholder equivalent of a pet or of a dog, but they look like beholders, but they're tiny. They're like sprite-sized, and it's this swarm, and they all come out, and they all have a super high-pitched, kind of annoying. What do you want? We're gonna be here. Oh, look, there's Daddy Velxer. Come on, Daddy. I love it. What are you saying? Look at that ring. Who said that they were a winter? He was lying to you. And he just rays over them, and they turn to dust and fall to the ground. Well, if you can't beat them, turn them to stone and lock them up, right? What can you do? Well, I know what I can do. I have been studying some very fun things. And I have been dreaming, much like Purple, right here. Do you know how beholders reproduce?
Not in the slightest, and Treasure's just pretending to write in that book.
Do you know how mind flayers reproduce?
I would really appreciate it if you would enlighten me as to how it would happen.
Oh. What'll you give me if I tell you?
Oh, well. Last things I had of value were unacceptable. So,
Treasure goes fishing in her bag, and she pulls out a signet ring that she has. You seem to be very fond of them. This one's actually all the way from Jalen Ursai.
John Urti?
Very far away, a desert area.
Velxer-like. All right. In case you didn't know, mind flayers reproduce with, what is it, earworms. But I was like, ears are dumb. Fuck those. Eyes are where it's at. So I've been trying to dream up a little eye worm for my family. Oh, there we go. We're all back. Except for those.
Just in time.
Been dreaming up an eye worm for my family. Instead of it burrowing into the ear, we'll just drill out an eye, stick our bad boy in there, and then within a few days, they should be beholder heads, which is awesome. I've tried it about a dozen or so times so far. Hasn't quite worked. I think I need new test subjects, I gotta say. It's not exactly controlled systems down there. But, you know, over the course of 6 or 7 years, they're bound to get worn out.
That is certainly fascinating.
Mm.
And earworms to eyeworms.
Yeah.
But you certainly have far more than one eye.
Oh, I do. I have so many eyes. The eyes have it. Mhm.
So that makes me wonder if there's a problem. Is it simply that there aren't enough eyes or eyeworms or eyes involved?
Yeah. No, I see where you're going with this. I do. It's a good possibility. I tried crafting some eye gazers on them. Didn't really take. That's alright.
Perhaps start with a creature that has more eyes to begin with?
Do you have such a creature?
She starts to flip through her almanac like, I have no idea. There were some creatures outside that seemed to have quite a few eyes.
Oh. They look better that way.
Oh, I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm saying that's a start.
We'll see. Now, let me see your ring.
And she holds out the ring for him.
And he's gonna telekinetically pull it to him. What is the signet on the ring?
It is the Nightcrafter signet.
Ooh. Nightcrafter. Very nice.
Also, all the way from across the pond. Do you happen to be familiar with the Nightcrafters?
I don't. I am. Well, hold on. I actually really good at history. Sweet baby Jesus, I might know a little bit about them. I've heard of them around Vlodensrovekt. Some nightcrafters looking for something big, something bold, something one might call even gold.
That sounds like quite a treasure.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Can I ask you all a question? How do you
Absolutely.
feel this is going?
About how long have we been here?
We'll do it in real time, 45 minutes.
Well, I have learned a few new things today, so I feel in that it is going quite well. I had no idea that mind flayers reproduce through earworms, or that beholders could through eyeworms. I have also learned that you are a winter.
You invented the color purple.
And that you have amazing teeth.
All right,
Hence
I
the
didn't
name of the
invent purple, but I did trademark it. All right, that's my color. Let's be honest about that. So,
That's all that matters.
exactly. Ownership is 9/10 of the law. So I want you to be honest now. I feel like I've earned that. Klein isn't getting his family back. You need to help him move on from that because you're not equipped to deal with me in that way, are you?
No, we're not.
Yes, I know. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Most people aren't. I've had a long time to piece myself back together, so friends are friends, and friends help each other. So without you taking Klein's family home to him, why are you really here?
We heard that you were a man who enjoyed games.
I mean, I guess.
Well, it's one of those things that I see outside. There's challenges just to get to see you.
Hmm.
And we thought perhaps you'd like to indulge us in a game. Aside from our research, of course. Little something extra to write in the book.
Hmm. What are the stakes?
Friendly game, no magic, no weapons. Just a game of cards. Do you enjoy cards?
That's. I've been known to do a card or two.
And we just each bet things. And after a good friendly game, we be on our way. Don't trouble you or any of the fine men you have working here for you anymore.
All right. That sounds interesting. Who wants to play?
She looks at the rest of her compatriots to see if they'd like to play as well.
We all play?
We can all play.
I'm in.
And the big one says yes. What about you? Dark,
Me?
golden, handsome. Yeah, you.
You know what? Let's play.
Good. Treasure, I would like you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Whew, 18 plus 7.
You feel the telekinesis begin to try to twist you upside down, and you sort of hunker down and dig your hooves in, and hold yourself in place. So come, don't be that way. If we're going to play, you'll have to show me yours, and I can show you mine.
Show your what? You're gonna have to buy me dinner if you want to see up my skirt.
I care more about what's in your pack.
Oh, well, that. And she kind of pulls out. Let's see. She doesn't have anything special. It's the great sword, a crowbar, a hammer, her earrings, most of which she's got that's like shiny, is visually on her already.
Hasn't she been learning to play a made-up card game?
She does have the made-up card game, but she doesn't have the special set. She just has a regular card set currently.
I thought she had the special set.
Talroth has it.
Okay. My bad, I thought that was yours.
Nope, he has it. She's been playing with him with that set, but she has her own regular, standard little card set.
When he sees the cards and that they are normal, he gets very disappointed. Oh. Lame.
As far as magical things, she only has
He's,
one
he,
magical
he
thing.
is, He doesn't care. He's at this point. He's starting to turn around. He's like, well.
He wanted them to be trick?
He wanted them to be the fate cards, the fate sealer cards. So
Oh.
I could feel the residue on you. I thought you were special. Turns out you're not. Sorry. Well. Yeah.
Not interested in our card game, then?
Why would I be? Without twisting fate, without the real joy, manipulating destiny, changing the world around you. What point is the rest of it?
I mean, that's fair, but you said you felt the residue on me of fate twisting?
Yes, you've played with them. So is she. But hers are with a master I don't intend to upset.
Do you know who he is?
I know of him.
It would be very gracious of you if you could give me a name.
It would, wouldn't it? But no, you've come in and bored me now. That's rude. So, no, I don't think I will. Let's see. Oh, you. Right, you're here. And you're here, and you're here. You all have so many special things about you, and you're so touched by destiny, and blah, 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 blah. And he vomits blood just out of his mouth, just up Chuck's in a brazen projectile way. No. Never settles well, does it? Well, if that's all, I'm going to go now. Thank you.
All right, then let's up the stakes.
Ooh. All right.
Have you ever played full strip poker?
I mean, you know I was joking about the pants earlier, right? That was like a...
Oh, come now, Velxer, you're smarter than that. That's not what I'm talking about. Clothes are weak.
All right. What do you want to strip?
It's more what I think you'd like to take off of me.
And what's that?
Well, it's not quite ruby, or gold, but my skin's a little nicely tan right now. Probably wouldn't look too bad on you.
Make a persuasion check.
$14.
Well, it's a start. It feels like an ante at best. I mean, there's so many interesting hues and pigments among all of you. Perhaps if you were to toss all of your jewel tones in there, we could reach some sort of accord.
My Lord Velxer.
Really?
You-
Say it right.
My Lord Velxer. Excuse
There
me.
you are.
It was a slip of the tongue. You like eyes.
I do.
Eyes. What do you think about one of mine?
I'll take an eye from you instead of your skin if you prefer. That's fine. What about the other two?
I'll offer up this eye, and I hold up one of my tiger eye jewels.
No. Useless. Next.
What about a secret that could make you far richer than you already are? It would require my entire self, but to be kept in one piece. Otherwise, you probably won't be able to benefit from it. I'd turn myself over without a fight.
For these night crafters, is that what you're offering me?
I'm sure you put two and two together by now.
Their wealth is useless. However, rumors of their crafting abilities worth paying attention to. Accepted. One eye, one tan, beautiful skin, and crafting. Well, that's three. Nothing? Nothing brooding greeny?
I'll give you one horn.
A horn. What do I need a horn for? Look at me, I've got eye stalks.
Well, that's all I have, really.
That's not true. That's actually not true. He's got a bit more. He's got some more skin to offer, because I do. And whatever's mine is his. I come in 4 different colors. And I'll give them all to you. On my behalf and his.
Ooh. All right. Sounds good. Looks like true love. Wouldn't want to say that first. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? Pew, pew, pew. It's my domain. I see and hear everything here, so, go fuck yourself. All right, what are we playing?
In Orcish, whenever Sarai's offers that, I look at her and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
In Orcish, nothing, shush.
Cards.
Cards. Well, I know what I'm getting. What do you want?
The same thing. If you get something off of us, we get something off of you.
Oh, okay. My pretties. Yes. Fair enough. Sounds good. Cards are the game. I am excited to play.
Do I have to know how to play this in real life? Because I don't know how poker works.
You do not. You do not.
Did I just lose my skin? Oh, God.
I could save it for you.
So, we are going to do this as a skill challenge. Okay? You will all be rolling the checks I ask you to make. When you fail a check, you are out of the game. Okay? Last person standing wins. Okay? So, with the first roll, we will be testing insight. Lowest person is out first. Velxer has a 32.
I nat 20'd for 21.
Okay.
I nat 20 for 25.
13.
Nat 1.
Okay. Ride is out first. Next, we will be testing persuasion.
21 altogether. No natural 20. 21 altogether.
25.
It's gonna be me, 16.
Velxer rolled 14 plus 5 for a 19.
Damn it.
Why would you do that?
Up next. Are any of you proficient in gaming implements? I know Saride was. You are. If you find a check you would like to exchange for that proficiency, you may. Okay.
Thank you.
Next
Yes.
is deception.
And I'm out, correct?
You are out.
21.
It was, what was it, deception?
Yep.
$22.
$14 again. Plus 8. 22.
I don't know that my heart can handle this, y'all.
Intimidation.
Not a natural 20, a dirty 20. Oh my god. Plus what though?
Was 20.
Plus 14.
But are you okay, Saride?
No, I have to go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
She did not scare the beholder, but she convinced him she had the winning hand. So, as the cards finally are turned up, do you, here's the question, Treasure. You have won. He has folded, essentially. Would you like to show him that your hand was worse than his?
He's folded. He technically folded. The game is over.
He did. You do not have to.
I do not have to.
Okay.
I will be a good sport though.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has been such a good sport to us.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gives us his things, I will give him one of my horn rings
Oh, that's very.
in exchange.
That is very nice. Thank you. Thank you. And
It's a way
what
for us
would-
to remember each other by.
I don't think I'll ever be forgetting any of you. What would you like from me?
As you can see, I've got a lot of gold and silver, and I've even got some pink and green.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe I have any black.
Mm.
Think black would look good on black and gold?
Steelers colors.
So she's going to, of course, point out the black key, kind of to replace the one that she had.
When you say black and gold, he watches all his eyes sort of, and then he thinks about it for a moment, and he relaxes. You're watching him be in a deep sense of thought. You guys can make insight checks if you would like.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's a 9. Almost a 20.
That is a 17.
23.
15.
Okay. anything above a 15, so I think that's 3 of you, right? There's something about the colors black and gold that reminds him of someone. And he thinks that's that's what you're referencing. He realizes that you're not, and he sort of goes, "Oh, okay." And then you watch him have the journey of the black ring is an odd choice, and then he pieces something else together, and he sort of gets this knowing smile on his face. All right, yeah, sure. Of course. I lost. I'm happy to share. Here it is. Black key. Real quick, and he telekinetics it back to him. Do you know what this is?
It's a key.
It is.
Would look great with my other.
It absolutely
baubles.
would, and I hope for your sake, well, maybe even for all of our sakes, that you keep it as an accessory.
Oh, is it to something big and important? And she kind of like whispers to him.
It is very big, and could be important, could be nothing, could be the key to everything, or nothing. Like I said, not quite sure, but trust me, whoever wants this doesn't want it for anything good.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Your friend's deck of cards you should also close at hand. And that board you've seen, you've played with. Keep an eye on it. There's a great game afoot. All right, then. Here you are. One of the 12 keys to infinity.
Thank you. And I can't say it's quite as special, but gold really does seem your color. She hands him the gold cup off of her.
And he'll telekinetic it up, and he squeezes it onto one of his eye stalks. Good fit. I would have taken the Ring of Regeneration, personally, or perhaps one of the other mythical things on my head, but the black key that will potentially unleash, well, that would be telling. Goodbye now.
Thank you for being a gracious host.
And he floats and flies back up into the ceiling.
I immediately turn and start walking out as fast as possible.
Same.
The trolls that, other than the guy without a thigh, who, while this has been going on, has amputated his own leg and is slowly regrowing it, they lead you out. You guys make it outside of Velxer's teeth. And on that tree remains the murder of crows. You hear them caw. And then
I'll
they
cast-
all... Go ahead.
Like I'll cast languages.
It's not a language. Yeah, it doesn't give... It is... they're not intelligent. Well, actually, crows might be intelligent enough to have a language. I'm going to say that they don't necessarily. It's not a language, right? But it does seem to be quite the portent. And in unison, they lift off of the tree, and like a great black cloud, fly to the west.
I look and I go, well, that's unsettling. And then I turn to Treasure and I kiss her full on the mouth.
She completely tenses up, has no idea what happened.
And then I stop and I was like, that was brilliant. And I just turn and just go, thank you.
I told you, if you fuck up and you own it, you're good.
He's not even paying attention. He's not even paying attention anymore. He's just like trying not to hyperventilate at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get you some comfort tea. Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I'm not okay.
Let's meet up with the others. Take deep breaths. How about this? You can lay down, I'll row the boat. You need air.
He's like, I can't breathe. Oh, goodness. Are those stars? What's happening? I don't know. Nothing makes sense anymore.
As you guys make your way away from Velxer's teeth, it is slower rowing upriver than down. You are planning to meet your team in Vlodensravet. But as you make your way back to where your land carts are, sitting there in plain view, awaiting you, is Affle. His hood up, only his strider mouth barely visible in the late day sun. You notice his head shift ever so slightly in your direction.
Did you put the ring on, or is it in your bag?
It's in my bag.
Or the
Only
key?
because it might have been a little bit encumbersome.
Just checking. Okay.
As you guys are making your way up, he shifted his head ever so slightly. I'm glad to see you all are alive. Do you have my key?
Insight check.
Okay. What would you like to discern?
I want to know what this is. Like what he is.
What he is? Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen him without his hood down.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we know kind of what the key is, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
10.
So it's almost impossible to discern any more than he has a humanish mouth, slight stubble, human, maybe ASMR, maybe not tiefling, maybe half elf. The stubble says probably not elf, full-blooded elf, right? He, as far as whether or not he is actually glad to see you, he is glad you're alive. It seems to be the best chance he has of getting what he wants. The seconds tick away.
Oh,
Where are
well,
our friends?
They went ahead. And there is a cart that is missing.
I thought you were to go with them and protect them and show them the way.
I showed them into Velxer's. I got them out. They can make it back to Vlodensravekt without me.
And they're all alive and all right?
Absolutely. Here. He tosses you the speaking stone that was given to him by the other team in order to give him the signal of when to start setting off the exit commotion. You could ask them if you like.
Forgive me, I have trouble trusting men whose faces I can't see.
You're forgiven.
How do I work the speaking stone?
Yeah, you don't have to attune to it. You just speak into it. It's like sending back and forth. Yeah. The team does reply. It is, I'll say, Fable, who's very recognizable. Like it's clearly Fable. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you? All right, they're alive.
Yeah.
Well done.
She asks how you guys are doing. The speaking stones technically only have like once per day thing. I think that's kind of dumb. We'll say it's fairly limited. But yeah, she does confirm that they made it out. They got the sword. They got some other goodies on the way out. And Athel didn't screw them over in any way.
I'm glad you didn't do anything untoward.
I didn't have to.
I am sorry, though.
Oh.
Things with Velxer didn't go like we planned.
No. Make a deception check.
This'll be the one time I do it all fucking night. Nope. 14!
Do you want to go back in there and try again? I see he hasn't played any of you, or implanted things in you, or made you part of his family, so I have to say it went better than most.
Do you want to tell us what that key unlocks?
He thinks about it for a second. Oh. Is that what this is about? Key goes to a door. One of a set. Trust me. The key's worth as much as your friend's sword.
And when you get the entire set, what do you unlock?
The end game. I hope.
For who? You?
Partially for me. Not just me. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't my primary concern.
She'll look at Olerin.
Let's be
Yes.
clear. Arms of the Fated don't come cheap. I got your friends in. I got you out. And I promised you, if you screwed me, I'd feed you all to Velxer. I
Turn
keep
to,
my promises.
I turn to Sarai. I look at her. What good are we if our word means nothing?
He's gonna give him a kiss on the cheek.
I mean, I kind of just like nod to Treasure, because, you know.
Treasure goes, well, you'll never believe how we got it, and we're all in still one piece. Let's start there.
How did you get it?
Won it off in a game of strip poker. Let's start
A
with
game, you say?
that. A game. Now,
That's
since it's
oddly appropriate.
and she pulls it out to make sure it's the correct one, holds it up. I do have, only because of some things that I heard in there, and something you may know. If you may indulge my curiosity before I hand it over to you. Favor for a favor, of course, in this case. He mentioned the Nightcrafter family. Are they in the area?
We're already even. If you want an answer to that, you would owe me.
Fair is fair. And she hands over the key.
Do you want the answer or not?
I have nothing I can give right this moment.
No, you don't. But like I said, part of a set.
And are you very sure that we're even going to come across any of the rest of this set?
Fate's funny that way.
Fate is funny that way. And I kind of like letting it choose what to do, so you know what? You're right, we're even. And I'll see if the Nightcrafters are in the area myself. Let fate decide.
Best of luck.
She nods.
He takes the key, tucks it into his jacket, turns and heads north, begins walking across the plains. Night settles, and on the last lights, creeping across his body, you see Affle, the awful, leave your sight.
We won.
Well, this is gonna come back to bite us.
Are you okay, Meg?
No.
Still have her skin.
Yeah.
You guys did great. You got what you needed. You got what you wanted.
Oh, it was real touch. It was real touch and go there.
You guys did
For
amazing.
like, I hated that whole conversation.
No, you guys did perfect. You indulged his insanity. You played to his vanity. Yeah. So the Velxer's subtitle, because I made him for A to Z Monstrosities yesterday, is Vanity's Dream. So you guys.
I was getting big Buffalo Bill vibes off of this man.
Yeah, he's nutty, dude. He's not stable at all. So it was an epic conversation. It was really intense role play tonight. Thank you guys for being awesome.
However, MVP to this bitch right here. Yes, Kez, yes!
Yes, clutch.
Thank
Came
you.
out here looking like Kobe Bryant in the fourth quarter.
And her started this whole thing like, okay, I have this stupid idea. And that turned out to be the best idea. And then
The best idea.
And it all started simply because for the past several in-game months and out-of-game months, Treasure has been messing with Talroth and changing the way to play a card game when she's been teaching him card games. She's been cheating 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah. That is phenomenal. So I really enjoyed it. You guys bumped up against some other fun fate things, and you're starting to run into sort of the themes.
Using that word correctly. Fun.
Themes of the game that I'm hoping are interesting at the very least, you know. So yeah, I was honestly a little surprised none of you guys picked up
Could
on
roll?
it. Well, that too. That none of you guys could roll, but nobody had asked me since he showed up if Affle was, because his title is The Awful. It, as in the Spelljack, the Tyrant, the Judge.
Oh no!
There it is. That's why his name is the same, Affle and Awful. It's just him repeating it.
Oh, thanks, Cody. We're doomed. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
So what'd you guys do when you were in Velxer's teeth? We possibly started Armageddon. No biggie. No biggie.
No big deal. We may have ended the world. It's fine.
Super chill. We had a nice time though. We saw some, multi-eyed fish. So. Whee!
That is.
And my boyfriend said he loves me.
So yeah, that is. Nobody had asked me about that and I thought when I delivered the line here at the end, I was like, yeah, they'll get it. Then they'll nope.
You think way too highly of us, Cody, and I appreciate you for that.
I love you guys. You guys are fantastic.
Oh, you crushed it today, Cody.
Oh, thank you.
And I hate you for it.
I'm glad. Tonight was a fun game. Thank you guys for playing. It was absolutely a blast. So we're gonna say goodnight. Thank you guys at home for checking us out. We are going to do an experimental game tomorrow. We're going to be playing Scum and Villainy. We're going to be playing, it is a Blades in the Dark hack. So if you don't know that, it's sort of like Power of the Apocalypse. Blades in the Dark is its own game. This is the sci-fi version of it. So we're going to be traipsing around the Star Wars universe. We're going to give that a shot. It's part of our effort in December to try new games, new systems, and things like that. So please come by, check it out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be ridiculous and fun. So that is definitely going to happen. Other than that, you guys are fantastic. I really love and appreciate you guys. We're going to see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.